If you want to sign a fullback with stats on Football Manager, you want to go into your recruitment tab and under edit search, go ahead and edit the search and check only the fullbacks option. You can go over to add conditions and under add condition, go over to stats. Under stats, head over to tackles and interceptions and under tackles per 90, go ahead and select tackles per 90. Find this option and type in 2.5. We're looking for an okay fullback because I noticed that if you try to find a very good fullback, you may not see anybody in your list. You also want to look for interceptions 2.75 and pressure completed 2.48. On FM26, we can go over to out conditions under stats, tackles and interceptions. Look for interceptions per 90. Under that option, we're also going to go ahead and add 2.5. And also we're going to look for pressure under stats. Stats, I think that's under tackles and interceptions as well. Pressure completed per 90, not pressure attempted. Pressure completed per 90. Also 2.5, let's just say 2. The last two options here are open play crosses completed 0.14 and progressive passes about 6. Inside of Football Manager, we can go back to stats. Open play passes, that's under passes. Open play crosses completed. Okay, we can't find that under passes, under crosses. Open play crosses completed per 90 minutes was around 0.14, so we're going to pick 0.25. And the last is progressive passes, that's under stats. Go back to stats, progressive passes per 90. It was about 6.0. So let's just go ahead and select 6 and see what that narrows down our players to. So that gives us a fair bit of number of players that we can actually go ahead and look at. There's Julian Timber in there. You can go ahead and sign Julian Timber for 24, but it's probably going to cost you a lot of money. But in case you can't sign Julian Timber, there's Nathaniel Brown. He is playing for Eintracht Frankfurt, and if you look at his player attributes, very good pace, good acceleration. He's currently 22 years old, so he has a lot of development that he can actually go ahead and do. Crossing and dribbling are quite good as well. His marking is currently at 10, so he could use some improvement in marking, but he's a fullback, right? So he's going to obviously try to get forward. Tackling is about 15 and work rate is 15. Teamwork is 15. He is a very good player. I also did this for Football Manager 2024 as well. For a fullback on FM24, I've gone full on with this one. Player age 45, between 15 and 45, and I've set both fullbacks on either side. And you want to have tackles per 90 to be about 3, interceptions per 90 also about 3. Remember, you can actually dial these options down. Pressures per 90 also 3. Open play crosses completed, we have 0.5. Progressive passes completed per 90, 8.5. I'm going to start dropping all of this down until we start seeing very good players. Now we can go ahead to, let's say, progressive passes per 90. We can set it down to all the way down to 5. Now some options, some players are starting to pop up. Open play crosses, I'm going to leave that at 0.5. Now pressures completed, I can drop this down to maybe 2. Now interceptions completed, maybe 2.5 as well. Now you can see tackles completed, 2.5 as well. Now that's just giving us a list of 10 players. Now these are all selected with AND command. So either position left or right fullback with the options tackle, interceptions, pressures, all of them combined into one, all checked. Go ahead and click OK. Now you can see some players that are popping up now that 25-year-olds, 24-year-old. There's a 24-year-old Francisco Boni that can actually get into our team. Now this player is not just an average player, this is a player that can actually execute based on stats. Now there's some other players in the game that may have full 5-star ratings and they can't really perform, but this player has a 3.5 star and he has the stats to prove that he can actually do the job. Good acceleration, good agility, good pace and stamina. Marking could use some improvement, but he's currently 24. You can go ahead and improve him. He has good player traits as well. Now for us to look at the wonder kids or those players that may be hidden due to the high rate of the stats, you can go ahead and dial this all the way down, or you can go ahead and uncheck some options. What exactly I'm looking for a fullback, I'm going to uncheck the progressive passes for the fullback. I will leave the crossing on, but for interceptions, I expect midfielders to do the interceptions, so I'm going to leave the fullback in that option. Tackles, yes. Pressures, yes. Or let's go ahead and swap pressures and interception. We're going to swap those options and then allow interceptions and take off pressures. Go ahead and click OK. Now you can see some other players. There's a 20-year-old here in Cristiano Trombetta. He's playing for Genoa. My scouting rating says that he's not good enough to actually fit into our team, but in a different team, he may actually excel in that team. Good acceleration, okay pace maybe. His mentors are not very good at all. Let's go ahead and swap interceptions and pressures and see what we have. There's some players that are actually popping up now. Just go ahead and navigate it like this. You have the base filters that you're looking for, and go ahead and tweak and play around it to find some players that can actually jump into your team. Now there's a player here in Leo Mercier. Very good, very good player. His composure could use some work, and marking could also use some work and vision, but he's currently not very happy at his club. So he is a player that I would jump on and sign almost immediately before they start rubbing him to get happy. So there's one player that you can go ahead and do for you. Now, in case you want to find more player types like this, I'm going to go ahead and make more videos for more player types like this. You can use these stats to help you find players that fit into your team based on stats. For more videos like this, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.